Hey everybody, it is Keller Nitro for Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited coming at you with the January 2021 vlog. That's right, recording this on New Year's Day on January 1st, 2021. How's it going? I hope everybody's New Year's celebration was safe and fun. To the 94 of you who have subscribed to the channel, thank you very much for your support in 2020. It means a lot. And to everybody over in the Facebook group, which experienced some unprecedented growth actually, so come join us on Facebook. The link's down in the description below. Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and just is chilling this weekend or whatever, or if you have to work, hope at least it's a nice safe day for you. Tons of stuff to get to here, so I'm going to get right after it. So got a few questions asking, hey, where was the Nitro's take for Wednesday's Dynamite or something. I basically made a decision that there really didn't need to be one. I thought it was the most perfect tribute show that you could find or see from any promotion under those type of circumstances. It shows how much an individual like Brodie was loved by his peers, his co-workers, and by the fans at large. And it was just an incredible night from top to bottom. I welled up in tears several times during the program when Redbeard ran out to make the save post six-man tag and held up the sign at the end. Was really cool. The video tribute at the end was amazing, and so on and so forth. And as I put on Twitter, the whole group over at AEW should be absolutely commended for what they did. They knocked it out of the park, and this will be something that we're going to be talking about 10 or 15 years from now in the pantheon of great tribute shows. And there really isn't a lot of those. There are very good tribute shows that are out there. Case in point, the ones, they were under heartbreaking circumstances, obviously, for Owen and Eddie over on the WWE side. But those are basically the two that everybody in my age group, at least, travels back in time in their minds and kind of compares these two. I mean, it's an unfortunate circumstance throughout, and we shouldn't be comparing one to another, out there as they are being produced, as they are being, documented. Ultimately, it is a memorial service for a fallen, cast member, fallen wrestler, fallen friend, fallen compadre. The show on Wednesday was basically an All Japan Pro Wrestling Bruiser Brody level show. It was one of the most legendary shows from top to back. We will be hearing stories about this show for years to come, for sure. I won't address the other big news story of the week, which is the Bruce Mitchell firing from the PW Torch over comments on the column that was posted hours after the Brodie Lee death announcement. That's something that it's not right, even as a journalist, to kind of explore that quickly, and even if at all. I think that a lot of newspaper editors and magazine editors and that stuff would take a look at that and kind of be like, nope, maybe not now, maybe in a few months, if ever, explore that thing. But the story is that Wade Keller over at the Torch, who is the editor of the Pro Wrestling Torch, had no idea about the article until after it was posted on the website. So in a situation like that, where he and Bruce had known each other for 30 plus years, Bruce had been a trusted confidant, a friend, so on and so forth, yeah, of course the guy would have carte blanche to post anything over on that site there. And 99.9% of the time it probably garnered normal response or so. This point one was the one time where Wade actually had to walk in and maybe be an editor on this and say, hey, don't post this is kind of real scummy, and he didn't do it. He failed to do it. So live and learn. That's a situation like that. And Pro Wrestling Torch has lived and learned. They have let Bruce Mitchell go from writing for the Torch, and Mitchell will join Brad Shepard and those groups of people that are just the paparazzi or the quote unquote fake news of ironically fake sport, in my opinion. So for your comments below, if there's anything here that you'd like to add or touch base on, or maybe you disagree with, agree with, whatever. That's always what the comments section is below down there. All right, as for January plans for the channel for content, tons of Nitros takes coming your way, including, well, it's the biggest weekend of the year, biggest week of the year for New Japan Pro Wrestling. They're going ahead with it. It's crazy, but Wrestle Kingdom 15 will happen. And if you watch the year in review show, the AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling year in review show with myself and Morehouse, we kind of made some predictions about what we would think would happen on that show. I'm interested to see how they will come to light. There will be a Nitros take in some form during that show that week, I should say. Let me retry that again. There will be a Nitros take in some form for that show that week. I haven't figured it out. It's going to be a very busy week personally on my side, but the content will be up on the channel as soon as it is, well, basically produced. So please subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe. We are 6 away from 100. Once we cross that 100 threshold, I have something over here in the archives that I can pop out and do a quick little Nitros take on that kind of relates to one of the big stories from last year and one of the big television series devoted around wrestling from last year. So I'm really looking forward to that once we cross 100 subs, and yeah, it's going to be a blast for sure. Don't often do this, but he is a very nice guy in my dealings with him online, and I would like to urge everybody to go visit lovewrestling.ca. They are doing their launch today online, and Spencer Love is the creative genius behind that. He will be posting interviews with all of the top talent and so on and so forth throughout the year. So welcome, Spencer. I'll get a chance to hook up with you sometime during the year, maybe the early part of the year, and maybe we'll collab on a thing or two over here for Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited. And you guys, you can hold me to that if I seem to forget because of life and other stuff happening and whatever. Also, the shirt that I'm wearing, tinyurl.com/dragfiles. There's a Dragfiles merch store if you are into cars and high performance. Go visit that. That's over on the other channel, so that's tinyurl.com/dragfiles. This is tinyurl.com/Nitromaniac TV. I'm hopeful as the year goes on that we might start to do kind of a similar style of t-shirt for this channel as well, and maybe do a limited run of that if anybody is interested. So again, I'm always easy to contact via email, nitromaniactv@gmail.com, or throughout the social medias of Instagram and Twitter and you name it. Thank you very much again for the support. Yeah, it's going to be a very busy month for January. Wrestle Kingdom, a Royal Rumble, Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill with AEW's World Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega is going to be a thing. That's going to be a huge card at the middle of the month as well, and so on and so forth and everything. And you know, we're going to do some looking back on well, we started it off with the Battle of Thanksgiving, or Battle for Thanksgiving in 1987. We're going to pick it up with the second stanza, if you will. The Battle of January 88 between the NWA Bunkhouse Stampede and the WWF Royal Rumble. The inaugural Royal Rumble that was a free television special. Yes, it was for free on the USA Network, so stay tuned for that. Going to watch both these shows here over the next little bit and get back to you with my findings. It's going to be fun. All right, folks, later days, happy wrestling watching. We'll see you next time on Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited. Take care.